Breaking news right now out of Baltimore County, where the arson unit is on the scene of a woman's death.
We have Paul Gessler. He is live in Nottingham right now with the very latest. Paul, I know crews are on the scene. What can you tell us?
Megan, Tom, good morning to you. The fire department officials just left here. It is now an ongoing police investigation. A fatal fire just happened about less than 2 hours ago at a home here on Pintail Court. Take a look behind me right now. You see there's the police tape up. Some police officers there taking photos of the front shrubs there. We were told the fire happened outside here on Pintail Court. Being investigated, we are told, as a suspicious death right now. That's what arson investigators are telling us. But they say that is not unlike many fires at this point in the investigation right now. Pintail Court is in a townhome community in the Nottingham area, just north of Route 43. We are told a woman died in this fire, an adult woman, unclear on the exact age, but we are told family members are here on scene. Again, it happened very recently, just less than 2 hours ago at this home. As the sun is starting to come up, we're starting to get a clearer picture of where this scene was. As they said, the fire happened outside here in Baltimore County. For now, we are reporting live from Nottingham this morning. Paul Gessler, Fox 45 Morning News.
All right, thanks a lot, Paul. Well, we're talking about temperatures at 58 degrees right now at BWI. At the Inner Harbor, we've got 64. And some mostly cloudy skies, 63 in Annapolis and 54 degrees at Westminster. Everybody pretty mild, a little bit muggy this morning. And the radar and satellite showing us the rain moving in from the west. Hope you enjoyed your Mom's Day out there. Actually had a beautiful day for it. But now we're seeing a few more clouds waft in. And with the showers and thunderstorms over West Virginia and Pennsylvania, yeah, we could see some of those coming our way for this afternoon. But 6, 7, 8 a.m. it looks like those temperatures low in mid-60s. Mostly cloudy skies to start by about 8 a.m. Could even break into a little bit of sunshine, and that'll start warming those temperatures. High temperatures could push 90 in the 7-day forecast. I'll let you know when. Coming up in my Weather Authority forecast, and when that next chance of significant rain that could affect your commutes are in a couple of minutes. Now we've got not Candace Stoll. Brandy Proctor's here with traffic catches. She doesn't even have the same hair color.
Yes, we do. I'm totally blonde. So, top side of the Beltway is shaping up to be a pretty nice ride. We are at 55 miles per hour. Again, it's still early. We do expect this to change, unfortunately. This is what we can expect right now along the along the top side of Providence Road. West side still shaping up nicely. A few more folks out there around Security Boulevard, but still not much to complain about. Now, in and around downtown Baltimore, JFX, going to be a beautiful ride right now. 95 at 395, this is what we can expect. We do still want to warn folks who make their way through the Fort McHenry Tunnel. We do have one easy pass lane that is blocked, so do be prepared to tap your brakes through that stretch. This is what you can expect right now. As far as your travel times go, it's only going to take you 3 minutes on 95. Going to be a nice 11-minute ride on the outer loop from 95 to the Harrisburg Expressway, and totally up to speed from Owings Mills back to 95. So that's a look at what's happening out there on the roads. Megan, Tom, back over to you.
Thank you, Brandy. 5:34 is the time. Well, 3 months later, the mother of a little boy who was killed after a natural gas explosion is now suing BGE for $75,000 in damages. In February, 8-year-old Troy Douglas was just walking home from school when part of a row home collapsed on him. Shanika Brown, Troy's mother, is now blaming BGE for Troy's death, alleging that the utility company ignored its underground pipes that leaked natural gas into the basement of that row home on North Lakewood Avenue. Fire officials determined the explosion was the result of gas coming in contact with an ignition source, though that source was never officially identified. But Troy's mother now wants BGE to take responsibility.
That was the way he came home from school. He was just walking home from school.
Well, BGE issued a statement regarding the suit. It says, quote, "Our hearts go out to the family and loved ones of Troy Douglas. The investigation is ongoing and we are committed to understanding the full dynamics of the event." Well, BGE is unable to comment on pending litigation. As always, we ask customers to report any natural gas issues or concerns immediately, and we will respond promptly.
Well, new this morning, Miami Dolphins safety Don Jones is fined and will undergo educational training after sending a negative tweet about Michael Sam, the first openly gay player to be selected in the NFL draft. Shortly after the St. Louis Rams took Sam in the 7th round on Saturday, Jones tweeted, quote, "OMG" and, quote, "horrible." The organization reacted swiftly to Jones's comments in the wake of the team's bullying scandal last year. The Dolphins said Jones has been excused from all team activities until he completes training related to his tweets. Yesterday, Jones apologized for his comments and described them as inappropriate. In her first interview since the NBA banned her estranged husband, Shelly Sterling said she would fight to keep her share of the Los Angeles Clippers. According to Shelly Sterling's attorney, she wants to retain her 50% ownership stake in the team. Shelly Sterling's attorney also said that Shelly plans to eventually divorce her husband and that she hadn't done so yet for financial considerations. Donald Sterling has not spoken publicly about the situation.
More international military and intelligence advisors are arriving in Nigeria 3 weeks after a massive kidnapping. There is a growing fear it may be impossible to rescue the missing girls taken by the Islamic militant group Boko Haram. A U.S. official assisting the search says that the girls may have been split into smaller groups, with some possibly sold as child brides or sex slaves. International reports claim 2 of the girls have already died. Coming up in 10 minutes, we report on who makes up Boko Haram. The preliminary results of referendum in Ukraine are in. About 3 million people in eastern Ukraine cast their ballots yesterday, with just over 89% voting in favor of sovereignty. The official numbers are expected to be released sometime later on today, though. Many political experts are concerned that the results could give Russian President Vladimir Putin more ammunition as he pushes for more control of Ukraine.
The strategy is to pull into Russia's orbit as much of Ukraine as he can and as much as he wants. And so far, nothing that the United States and its allies have done seems to have deterred him even in the slightest bit. He's holding all the high cards at the moment.
Well, officials in the West have condemned the balloting, calling it a sham and violation of international law. For more on these developing stories all day long, just check out the new Fox 45 Morning News app. Just search WBFF in your phone's app store to get started. Of course, that morning news app is free.
The state's newest 3D printer is a game changer for small Maryland businesses, and it could actually mean some major profits to their bottom line.
So Rick Boone is streaming live in Columbia on what they can get out of it and how even they can learn the technology for themselves, or even you can learn it, right, Rick? Everyone can learn this technology.
That's right, Tom, Megan. I've gone Matrix this morning, early on this Monday morning. I'm the newsman in the computer. You remember that movie from 70s, 80s called Ghost in the Computer, Tom? You remember that? You know, man. You remember something like that. This is some scanning technology, by the way, at 3D. Come on over here now, Jan. Why you didn't want to be in the shot? What is this called right here?
This is 3D scanning.
3D scanning, pretty easy. So basically, you scan around. Of course, the whole way to do this is to move around in a full circle 360, right?
Exactly.
And what does 3D scanning do? What will it help you do?
3D scanning digitizes the physical world. So it takes physical objects, converts it into computer-aided design data in order to enable us to 3D print it.
And how big of a deal is that for companies so they can hire more people? Because people need jobs.
In order to get 3D prints, you need inputs, and 3D scanning is one of the inputs.
So this is going to be really big for a lot of companies who need to take their things, their objects off the paper and bring it into reality. I guess.
And then also extending life for legacy objects or legacy parts. So we can digitize parts that have been in existence but haven't been 3D printed in the past.
Okay, coming up the next time I talk to you, we're going to tell you how they're going to be looking for some interns, so they need them ASAP. Also, I'm going to be creating a prototype that we're going to look at printing this morning out of scratch. I'm going to create something this morning. Nobody knows what it is yet, but you're going to find out that the next time I talk to you. It's a Rick Boone prototype. Who knows what it could be?
If Rick Boone can do it, anybody can do it, right?
No comment.
No.
That's kind of like an insult to me. What are you talking about, then?
Rick, we're looking forward to seeing what you got. We'll see you in a little bit. Coming up on the early edition, it's taken just a few weeks for Boko Haram to become possibly the most recognized terror group since Al-Qaeda.
Yeah, hear from one man who's living proof of the atrocities that they've committed.
And it's shaping up to be a pretty nice ride out there on the roads. We will have a full look at your commute coming up after the break. You're watching Fox 45 Morning News, all local, all morning.